Amen. So I just want to preface this with everyone should love themselves. God made you and how you look for a certain reason. Everyone should love themselves. Um, you are beautiful from the inside and the outside, and that's just the message I want to preach today. I'm gonna be educating y'all about my personal experiences and internet culture. So, anyways, man, roll it.
Draw your line in the sand, you pick a side and then you ride with them. I was never in the house, nigga, I was outside with them. Me
Yo, it's your boy Divvy Dot Yabala back in the spot. Hey man, same man. Let's get into it, man. So we're gonna be talking about the black pill. Yes, I know. You've probably seen this a lot. I'm sorry. I'm not a trend hopper, bro. I'm just telling you, this is just something I see a lot. And, I actually have personal experience with it. So let's just get into it, man. So if you ever scroll through forums, which I unfortunately have had the pleasure of doing, I guess, YouTube, TikTok, you might have seen creators who describe life as kind of like a hopeless game. You know what I'm saying? Where if you don't look a certain way or if your genetics are in a certain way, you're doomed socially, romantically, and even professionally. Come on, guys. We cannot be serious, bro. All right, man. So enough of these Von Boom sounds, man. Let's just get into it. So this term comes from internet culture or like a pill, where like a pill is basically a philosophy, right? You've got the red pill, the blue pill, and the black pill. So red pill and blue pill, they're just political terms. Red pill is obviously Republican for red. Blue pill is more left leaning, and then we have the black pill, which is not political at all. This is an extreme belief, a radical belief, in fact, that everything in life, especially dating, comes down to looks, height, genetics, and things that you cannot control. And if you don't measure up, you're just supposed to be locked out of happiness and everything good in life, man. So I'll just be real with you. I've actually dipped into the black pill content before, this looks maxing stuff, you know what I'm saying? It was a very sad time in my life. I was in eighth grade, so yeah, it was a really bad time for me. I listened to creators who broke everything down to numbers, ratios, appearance scores, and at first it kind of felt welcoming, like, yo, like if I just get my number up, you know what I'm saying? Then like people will never notice, but I'll just look so much better. But like the longer I stayed in this mental space and this online space, the more I realized it wasn't empowering. It was just draining, man. Like it was like feeding myself a daily dose of hopelessness, or feeding myself a reality that I can never achieve, a reality that I can never be a part of, man. And yeah, so now that you know what it is, we're gonna be talking about the main harms of the black pill, man. So the biggest problem with the black pill isn't that it points out reality. Obviously, what I'm saying, looks matter, confidence matters, circumstances matter. That's true. But the harm is in how it frames everything as completely out of your control. And it also idolizes people. It idolizes models. It idolizes people who get plastic surgery. It idolizes invasive medical procedures that aren't necessary, man. So instead of giving people tools to grow, it tells them to stop trying, to give up in life. I've been told to take my own life, matter of fact. But when you stop trying in life, life gets darker. So this black pill content, it can make you obsess over things you can't change. Your bone structure, your exact height, whether you're in the top 10% of attractiveness, which is completely subjective. There's no actual way you can measure that, man. But constantly comparing yourself to some impossible standard only builds self-hate. And that's what I've had to learn the hard way, man. It cuts people off from like real connection, man. Like I began to realize that I was, you know what I'm saying, losing like friends and stuff. The way that I talked to people was weird, man. If you walk into every interaction believing that you're already doomed, you don't show up fully, man. You don't allow people to see who you are as a person, your humor, your kindness, your intelligence, the things that actually build relationships, man. The saddest part is that a lot of the creators that you may idolize push this as if it's the truth, but really it just keeps their audience locked in cycles of despair. It's not just some business model or some goofy pill that will make your life better. It's something that makes your life worse, and it sells negativity. Now, you might be thinking, well, what's the alternative, man? Obviously, looks play a role in life, and, you know, maybe I feel like I'm not in the right place. Maybe I feel like I'm like not in the right position in my life, But instead of obsessing over what's unchangeable, focus on what you can improve. What like what I'm saying, the balance, self love, things that you can do on a day to day basis to eventually improve. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about physical improvements that you can control. Basic fitness. It's not about becoming a bodybuilder, but just like moving your body. Lifting some weights, staying active, playing pickleball with your friends, man. Small changes in life, these small changes boost your energy and confidence. Now, obviously, you know what I'm saying, take care of yourself sometimes, man. Um, get a clean haircut, do some skincare, dressing in clothes that, you know what I'm saying, fit your style. Find some style, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna talk about icing my face because I've been doing that and it actually helped my skin out a lot. Now, before you guys say,
Hey, Davida, that's actually kind of weird because you're a guy and you shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be caring about yourself.
you're watching my video, bro, and you're hating on me. So who's winning at the end of the day, man? My skin's definitely clearer than yours. Anyways, man, uh, you know what I'm saying? Ice your face. I can get into my skincare routine if you guys would be down. But yeah, man. Now, second of all, we want to go into mental health and self talk, how you talk to yourself and how you present yourself, you know? So, if you feed yourself constant black pill BS and all this stupid content, it rewires your brain for hopelessness. So, honestly, just switch the input, read things, watch creators, and surround yourself with people who uplift you, bro. I've had to learn this the hard way, man. Like, a lot of people in my life, I really don't enjoy talking to. I really have to honestly, like, physically avoid them. But if you are able to do this, that you're gonna find yourself in a much better headspace, man, for real. So confidence isn't just about faking things; it's about being built by stacking small wins. Set a goal, even if it's just like waking up earlier, reading 10 pages of a book. You know what I'm saying? Sticking to a workout routine. If you hit it, your brain literally gives you dopamine. Like this is a scientific fact. It gives you dopamine every single time you reach a realistic goal, and your brain starts believing in you again, man. And the second point of building real confidence would be that social skills are huge, man. Looks may grab attention, but connection is what keeps people. So learn to listen, to tell stories, to show genuine interest in others. That alone puts you ahead of most people in this life, man. Most people are so busy, stuck to their phones. They forget to create. They forget to talk to people. They forget to um, really be themselves. And so the point is that I don't want you to deny the role of appearance, but I don't want you to hand it over. I don't want you to hand over your entire self worth to it either, man. Work on yourself realistically. Smile. Talk to people, man. Go on a walk. And honestly, you'll be surprised how much better you'll feel and how people respond to you. I think, yeah, so this is the takeaway, man. Like, this is what I really think. The black belt isn't the truth, it's just a trap. It points out some real aspects of life, but twists them into hopelessness. If you live inside that mindset, you'll never see the opportunities that are right in front of you, whether that's in your career, social opportunities, or even just making yourself happier. My own experience taught me that going online and putting your self worth and literally getting judged by people isn't the best way to live your life, man. You can work on your health, your confidence, and your mindset and still love yourself where you are right now and where you're going to love yourself in the future. If you're watching this and you've ever felt crushed by black belt content, or maybe you haven't been with, you know, the you haven't been in the best mental space regarding your love life, career, or overall happiness, you're not broken, you're not doomed, you're human. And humans grow. Humans go through ups and downs. Self love doesn't mean ignoring flaws, it means that you acknowledge them while still showing up for yourself and the people who you love every day. So instead of swallowing the black pill, choose balance, choose growth, choose self love, man, because that's how you'll actually win in life. My bad, guys. You know, I'm actually tearing up behind the scenes, and I'm gonna make more content like this in the future, criticizing things online, criticizing content creators. I'm working on some brown creators who I love and some brown creators who I don't really enjoy. And I really hope that I can really build a community of love over here, man. Anyways, I'll leave some video ideas up in the future. Let me know what you want to see. And that's been it. Roll it!